Analysts say the rise in urban crime may be symptomatic of deeper structural pressures.
Right now, I'm in Nagweru Lugoba. It's just 8 p.m. Thieves babadde batano. They have stolen all my phones, all my documents. Please, yenina kubira kusimi yange nga kusaba sent. I don't have any phone right now.
Abatemu n'ababbi bangi mu Kampala.
Kakati, welcome back, guys. The moment you have a society where you have people who have nothing to lose, nga oyina abantu nga for them, they have nothing to lose. They don't have like a home, they don't have like bills to pay, they don't have families to take care of and stuff like that. And these people are sharing the same society with people who have bills to pay or responsibilities. You are bound to really work so hard to keep peace in that society. In the recent few weeks after the elections, this is like 3 or 2 weeks back, very many young men have been seen beating up people on roadsides, and stuff like that. And it's been going around on TikTok, and it hasn't really been picked up by police in a way. Maybe they are going to start investigating about it. But things like these have been going on. Let's watch.
Right now, I'm in Nagweru Lugoba. It's just 8 p.m. Thieves babadde batano. They have stolen all my phones, all my documents. Please, yenina kubira kusimi yange nga kusaba sent. I don't have any phone right now. They have taken all my documents. Yenina amani ok tracking amasimu, be it iPhone or Android, because zona bazitutse. Certified Primo Block. I don't have anything I own right now. No one should call you. Anyone who sees this video, Bambinyamba, or the reposting and share to anyone, because I was just coming from somewhere, heading back home because I do my nails from this side. But I happened to be pushed down and back the mass Bamutazina Jambia. So right now I'm at the clinic. Everything is just messed up with me. Anyone here, video number, repost it, share, press with everyone, help me create awareness on the platform. I really don't know, but all my wanting of this video to go viral. Right now, as you all can see, my lips, bank record, I could just surrender everything. So as you know, sina line name, Janina, sina document name, Janina. All my cash has been stolen. Happy Valentine's to you all.
Looks like these things happened on Valentine's or something like that, or probably a day before Valentine's, which was like what, yesterday? I have more videos from another lady who almost met the same fate as well.
Abatemu n'ababbi bangi mu Kampala. Guys, be careful on the roads of Kampala. Thieves are very many. Batambulira ku boda babeera babiri. I do not want you to experience what I've experienced today. Over during the day, over at night, and for at night it is worse. Mwabakozesa ku Northern Bypass nga musalamu ogenda Kisasi n'alya Achebanda Obusega Hoya. Those lights botuuka musawa mukago ogw'ekiro biyitemu buyisi bibaze obiyitemu. Yes, I know it is illegal, but for your own safety, for your own life, because no one is going to seek for your justice. Bobo ofudde anagenda okutaasa. Danagenda okunonyeza justice wobo fude. So be careful on the road. Nebobera ku border kwata kasawo ko bulungi. Nebobera otambula ku kubo. I don't know, I'm calling out Uganda police. Please come to our rescue. Please, abatemu bangi, ababbi bangi ku makubo ge Kampala. Ate jamu muyitirivu. Uganda police, this is your message. Please come to our rescue. It's Jolly once again. Thank you.
So NTV picked up the story, and they pretty much collected a couple of videos from like online and everything, and also went about asking a few people who really do understand these issues to probably have a say, one or two. So I have the video, and here we go. Let's watch it.
Social media feeds are increasingly turning into crime bulletins, with residents sharing videos and first-hand accounts of attacks across Kampala in broad daylight and at night.
Yes, today is 14th February 2026, and this is how it happened to look like. I was beaten up by 5 people. Ababbi babadde batano nga baboda nga balina ebisi nga like pangas and knives. Bazze bangoberera.
In recent weeks, several high-profile incidents have amplified public anxiety. The Dean of Students at Uganda Christian University, Professor Pamela Tumwebaze, was attacked and strangled in her home. Police have since arrested a key suspect in the case. Earlier, social media personality Diana Namulinde, commonly known as Diana Skies, was found murdered in her apartment in Chanja on February 4th. Police say investigations are ongoing. Another CCTV clip circulating online shows machete-wielding men riding border borders, robbing a woman of up to 25 million shillings in Chira in daylight. Sharing his own experience, Tony Tumukunde described the worsening security situation along major highways.
I drive home at around 10 p.m., reached Danalia bypass traffic lights. As I stopped, because the lights were telling me to stop, they were red, I stopped. There was a man with a cavera, and in the cavera I think there was a paver or a stone, and hits the windscreen, the behind windscreen of my car. I think his aim was to take the laptop, and then I took off. So when I stopped around the petrol station, I asked the people around, and the people say, yeah, you never stop around that place because it's really risky and suicidal for you to stop at that time. And when you realize it's not only that side, it crosses over the other side that when you are swerving off to Chambogo. The police officers that day that had not stood at the traffic point, that stood down at the petrol stations.
He is not alone. On X, Solomon Asimwe recounted an attack near Smokies in Nakasero, where border riders reportedly assaulted an elderly man and stole his belongings. Farida Mbabazi also detailed how unknown individuals allegedly staged a border accident before attempting to attack her group. As fear spreads, some social media users are now mapping out perceived crime hotspots across the city. Kampala Metropolitan Deputy Police Spokesperson Luke Owoyesigire acknowledges a spike in reported incidents but urges the public to go beyond online outrage and formally record statements and aid investigations.
At the end of last month, when we started seeing a lot of videos on social media, and we do acknowledge the fact that people have a right to share concern. Well, it is true, many of the places where people have been complaining, and we have also registered the cases on ground, like in our special diary books, we have put deployments, and during the day, it is true most of those deployments are stationary. We have even increased our presence at the Naria stretch, where we have seen quite an increase of people complaining, especially during the rush hour in the evening. Our presence is there. There is even a police post that was put.
Analysts say the rise in urban crime may be symptomatic of deeper structural pressures. Economist John Walugembe urges that persistent youth unemployment and economic strain are pushing many young people into desperation.
Economic strategy is to criminalize the informal sector. So if young people can't find work, they will try to start these informal businesses. But to criminalize them, one, we don't provide workspaces. One, we make sure that the licensing regime is unsupportive. If you look at typical license in Kampala, 450,000. Very few informal businesses can afford that. If you look at the rent prices, very high. So it means most people who are starting off will end up in hawking, the border business, and this kind of thing. And then how do the authorities react? By even being more tough on them. You find that these enforcement teams like KCCA, are confiscating goods owned by these petty traders and so on. So what will happen is that these young people now end up joining crime syndicates, because these crime syndicates are also a form of livelihood. After they've stolen this merchandise, it's sold, and the proceeds are...
While arrests and investigations continue, the surge in violent and opportunistic crime has exposed deeper cracks attributed to several factors, including insufficient funding to the police force.
It has reached a level where the government must come in, because now hearing of murders, serious crime is the order of the day these days. So what does the director, crime intelligence, the director criminal investigation department do now to up their acts in terms of more resources so they can do a better job, in terms of more deployment of personnel, but also training. They need to have really proper training of officers who are investigating crime. So I'm not so much a fan of post-mortem investigation. I'm a fan of stopping the crime. And that's where we should be investing in as a country. When you look at the resources which we appropriate for their departments of crime intelligence, it is so meager. It is just too low. A division like Chira or the Chira Road Division, you may find that they have only 2 million shillings a whole month for that department. And when you look at the area jurisdiction is large, it is an urban area, you need to deploy more personnel, you need more airtime, telephone, or efficient communication.
Some of these suspects who are actually sometimes arrested and items of suspected stolen material is found on them. But because they complain and seem not to be interested, we find ourselves these suspects are released on bail. And I want to inform you that some of the suspects that were released, that we are arresting currently, and those that were released on bail recently.
For residents of Kampala, the question is no longer whether crime exists, but whether institutions can respond swiftly and decisively enough to restore public confidence. Walter Mwesije, NT.
You know, this is crazy because 78 or probably almost 80% of the Ugandan population is youths. And half of this 80%, they don't have jobs. Or probably they're just like living off mereyarwaled or whatever they make today. It's what they eat and the day's done. And then tomorrow comes in and it's like the same thing. The loop continues. So you must be aware that this problem is not just going to go away by arresting every single person. I don't know how they can fix this, but I remember like in the old days, the late Chirumira, you all remember Chirumira, the Afande, they say that he could arrest almost 300 to like 600 bayayes, like within, I don't know, a week or so. And all of these people could probably tell who does what. And all of those, like the top hood guys, now those could stay in jail and stuff like that. These things were going about and stuff. So I don't know. What do you think? What's the best way to go about this? What's the best way to handle the youths who are like literally they do not have jobs? Most of them are living below the poverty line, so which kind of propels them to go and do whatever this is. I'm not saying that this is right, and stuff. What do you think? What's the best way to solve this? And do you think it's like they should, like this guy said that they should give money to the police, more money to the police to handle the situation? Is this a money problem to be injected into police, or is it more of like a competency problem that the police just needs to probably do the old Chirumira tactic to find these people? I don't know. What do you think? Thank you for watching, and hope you keep safe, please. See you in the next one.